welcome to weight circuits. We're going to have a little warm up first and then I'll explain what we're doing. So as soon as you're ready, take yourself into your squats. So sit your bum back and down and then squeeze the stand back up. So keep your chest lifted, bum back and down. So if you don't have weights for this one, you can do all of the lower body stuff just as body weight, and you might just need to sort of make up a few exercises for the arm ones, so like press ups, dips. If you've got bands, you can use those, whatever you want to do. So 3 more here. So going 3, 2, and 1, side to side with your lunges. So out to the side, back to the middle, and then the other way. So reach across if you want to. So you're bending the outside knee. So you're going to get a stretch on the inside of your leg, and then push into that outside foot to spring yourself back in. So 2 more each side. And then you're going to take your feet underneath your hips, roll down towards the floor, and then back up. So rolling down and up. So you should get that nice stretch at the back of your legs. We're going to take it down to the floor in a moment. So we're going for 4, 3, 2. On your next one, roll yourself down, bring yourself into plank position. So you're going to take your knee across to the opposite wrist. So you're twisting across like that. Just go at your own pace. You're twisting across. Make sure your hands are underneath your shoulders. And brace your tummy. So 2 more each side. And then we're doing 5 press-ups before we stand up. So take your knees down if you need to. Hands a bit wider. Chest down. And then push away. So really draw your tummy in. Nice and low with those press-ups. Once you've done 5, bring yourself up to standing. I don't know if I did 4 or 5 there. When you get back to the top, we're going into alternating lunges. So alternating sides, you can go forwards or backwards. Keep your feet so they're on those train tracks. And if you want to, you can bring the arms up. Good job. So let's go 3 more each side, and then we'll get on with our workout. So this is 2. 1 more each way. And then just give your arms a little bit of a circle, whatever you need to be doing. So today, I'm out of breath already, that's not a good sign. So we're going to be doing 30 seconds of lower body, 30 seconds upper body, 10-second rest, 15 times all the way through. The 10-second rest is basically enough to pick up your weights or put them back down. So I'd say grab yourself a quick drink if you want one. Ooh, that's loud. Okay, so we're going to start with our squats. So with your weights if you've got them. So bend your knees to pick up. Have them either on your shoulders or in front of you. You can have them here, but you just don't want to lean forwards. So we're going down into our squats and then we're going to do shoulder presses second. So just wait for them to count us in. So we're going to go down and up. Let's go. So if you've got light weights or no weights, you might want to just slow this down to make it a little bit harder. So if you're doing it body weight, you might want to do slow squats down and up, entirely up to you. If your weights are a bit heavier, just go at whatever pace you can manage. So keep that chest lifted and really sit your hips back behind you. So as soon as we finish these ones, we're going straight into our shoulder presses. If you're without weights, go down onto the floor, back into the press up. So we're going to press and down. If you need to, step 1 foot back and then really draw your tummy in. So what we don't want is any sort of leaning back. If your weights are heavy, give them a little dip and a push. That's it. So once you finish this one, you're getting a whole 10-second rest. Oh joy. Let him count down. Okay, so we're going into alternating lunges next. So keep hold of your weights if you can. If you need to get rid of them, that's fine. So feet on train tracks, shoulders drawn together, and then alternating lunges. So like I said, if it gets too much with your weight, do it without. Just make sure those feet are staying wide, so you're not coming in narrow, you're staying out nice and wide. And then really bend that back knee, so it wants to get down towards the floor. Your front knee is staying behind your toes, so we're not sending it forward, we're dropping down. Once you finish this one, we're doing bicep curls. So again, if you're without weights, just pick another exercise. You might want to do triceps, a different kind of press ups, or stick with the lunges. So we're going to curl and down. So bend your knees a little bit, tuck your elbows in. What we're trying to avoid is any of like this happening. So it needs to be slowly up and slowly down. Really brace your core and breathe and smile. So slowly up, let them count down.
In 4, 3, 2, 1.
Well done. Okay, so we're on calf raises next. So bring your feet underneath your hips. We're going to lift up onto your toes and then back down. Okay, so let's go. Lift onto your toes and then lower. If you want to, you can do some single leg ones. So you can do a couple on one side and then a couple on the other. Entirely up to you. So again, draw your tummy in, shoulders drawn back and down, lifting and lowering. We're doing bent over rows next. So lift and lower. So again, if you haven't got weights, either another bodyweight arm exercise or stick with this and do it for 4 minutes. So bend your knees, hinge forwards, and we're going to row. So back stays nice and straight, and you're tucking your elbows in. So they're not sticking out here, they're tucked in. So the thing to watch for here is that you're not rounding. So you've leant forwards, back nice and straight, and then rowing here. So really squeeze those shoulder blades together, and breathe. Good job.
10-second rest. In 4, 3, 2, 1.
Well done. We're on our RDLs next. So feet underneath your shoulders, hips are going to go back, and then squeeze to stand up. You can do this just body weight, it'll still get you. So hips go back, and then squeeze to stand up. So what we're not doing is just leaning forward. So keep your shoulders drawn together. Imagine trying to stick your bum on a wall, but keeping your chest lifted, and then standing up. So those weights are staying right next to your legs. So they're not over here, they're right next to your legs. So you're sliding it down, get that stretch at the back of your legs, and then squeeze to stand up. We're on upright rows next. So elbows high, shoulders down. So it's up and down, that's it. So slowly up, slowly down. So again, if you've got light weights, you might want to slow this down. So you go up fast and down slow, or the other way around. So you go up slow and down fast. Have a little play around with it. So again, keep your knees soft, tummy's drawn in, and breathe. The 10-second rest is so pointless, isn't it? Good job, it's only 20 minutes. So, okay, we're going into side lunges next. So you can have your weights up here or down in front, whatever you prefer. So we're going to go out to the side, back to the middle, and the other way. Join in when you're ready. So out to the side, back to the middle, and then the other way. So bend that outside knee, get the stretch on the inside of your legs, and keep your chest up. So what we don't want is that happening. So chest up, bum back. That's it. So we're doing side raises next. If you've only got one weight, you're going to be doing shrugs like this instead. If you've got two weights, you're going out to the side and down. So if you're on just the one weight, you're just doing here. If your weights are quite light, you can do straight arms. So if you're here, elbows come up in line. So we're staying on right angles like that. So it's up and down. So again, tummy's drawn in. Make sure you're not doing any of this unless you are doing a shrug.
Take a 10-second rest. In 4, 3, 2.
Well done. So if you've got two weights, pop one down.
Get ready.
So you're going to be lunging back and then adding a knee lift. So just on one side, we're going to lunge back and then lift the knee. Okay, so step back into your lunge and then drive the knee up. If that's too much, lean on something if you need to, or you can just do the side lunges and step in. So try if you can to have the weight in the same hand as the leg that's going back. So knee lift if you can. We're going to go into single arm rows next.
Exercise 2.
So step that leg back, hinge forwards, back straight, and we're going to row just single arm this time. So it's row and then down. So elbow tucks in, so nice and close to your side, so it's not out here. Tucked in nice and tight. And brace that core, so you shouldn't feel any of this in your back. Make sure you're leaning forwards, but keeping your shoulders drawn together so we're not rounding. Just like that. And then rowing. Let him count down.
In 4, 3, 2, 1.
Well done. We're going to do exactly the same thing on the other side. So switch hands
Exercise
and make sure it's the opposite leg going back.
in 4,
So keep them on train track. Back into that lunge. And then knee up if you can. Again, if you need to, just lean onto the wall if you need some help with your balance. Or just step in like that if that feels better. So chest up. Try and keep your pelvis level. So when you lunge, you don't want to twist like that. So keep your pelvis level. And then we're going to do our rows next.
exercise 2,
So step back,
in 4,
hinge forwards, back straight, and then tuck the elbow in. So drawing back and then down. So really draw your core in. So making sure that we're not doing any rounding like this. So back's nice and straight, pulling back and then in. And really try and lean forwards a bit more. So you're sort of hinging here rather than up here, like that.
take
Good
a
job,
10
nearly there.
second rest. In 4, 3, 2, 1.
Well done. Okay, so you can either stick with one weight or go back to two. We're going to do pull squats. So we're going down, little pulse, and then back up. Okay? So down, little pulse, and then up. Tummy stay drawn in, nice and low. If you don't want to do the pulse, you don't have to. So it's down, little pulse if you can, and then up. That's it. We're doing front raises next. If it's too heavy, go for bicep curls instead.
Exercise 2,
So soften your knees,
3,
arms come up to shoulder height, and then back down. So shoulders stay away from your ears. If this is too much, go for bicep curls instead, that's fine. So you can up to shoulder height, and then back down. So you should feel your core having to switch on to stop you from swinging around. So slowly up, and then down. That's it.
take a 10
Let him count down.
In 4, 3, 2, 1.
Well done. Okay, one weight or both. You're going to take the weight over into one foot. You can either lift the other one or keep your toe down. So you're going to come down as if you're going to pick up a suitcase and then stand up. So you're coming down. Imagine you picking up those suitcases. So if you want to, you can lift that foot. So you're doing a single leg squat essentially. You're coming down and up. So if you need to have the other foot down, that's fine. Just try and make this leg do the work. Just down and lift. Keep that hip tucked in. And keep an eye on your knee. We're doing halos next, which is that drawing around your head. So with your weight, oh, I see my leg after that one. Draw it around your head, and then the other way. So again, soften your knees and brace your core. So round, and then the other way. That's it. So nice big circle without bashing yourself on the head. We're going to go back to those, I don't know what they're called. I call them suitcase pickups. They might not be called that. We're going back to those on the other side next.
10 second rest. In 4, 3, 2, 1.
Well done. Okay, so doing your pickups on the other side. So take the weight into the other leg,
In 4,
coming down, pick up those suitcases, and then stand back up. Just down, and then up. Keep that hip tucked in, so we don't want it sticking out here. Tuck it in. Remember, you can have your toe down if you need to, and you can do it from here. This is fine. Just down and up. So you should be feeling this in your glutes on that side. We're doing triceps next. So if you're without weights, you're going to do dips.
exercise 2,
So if you've got weights over your head, step back if you need to. Bend the elbows, and then up in the air. You're coming down, and then lift. So make sure the elbows are not out here. They're tucked in nice and tight. If you're on the floor doing dips, make sure you've got your fingertips pointing forwards. So really draw those tummy muscles in. So we've got 5 rounds left and then you're done. So we're 2/3 of the way through.
take a 10 second
Let him
rest.
count down.
In 4, 3, 2, 1.
Well done. Okay, so with both weights or just one, sorry, I've got an itchy nose. You're doing curtsy lunges. So you're going to take your foot behind, drop the knee down, and then step in to just on one side. Okay, so either with your weights or without. We're going straight down onto the floor after this one, so we're doing press ups next. So it's crossing behind, drop that back knee down. If you don't like these for any reason, do regular lunges or squats, whatever you need. So just check with that front knee it's not dropping in or out. And then really bend that back knee. So you're going to get your glutes working. So we're going to go straight down onto the floor into our press-ups. Knees or toes, chest down, and then push away. So make sure here, it's not your head coming down, it's your chest coming forwards and down. So your neck stays in line with your back. So you're not dropping looking at your chest, you're looking down at the mat in front of your hands. And then hands down between your chest and push away. Let him count down. Well done. Bring yourself back up. We're doing curtsy lunges on the other side. So again, with or without your weight, you can cross the other leg behind into that curtsy lunge. You're nearly there now, guys. So cross behind and in. So again, with this one, keep your hip tucked in. So we don't want it sticking out, tuck it in. So you should feel your glute muscles working. So crossing behind and in. So nice big bend in that back knee. Keep an eye on that front one. Once we finish this one, we're going down for our walking planks. So plank position, down onto your forearms, and then back onto your hands. So knees or toes, you come down and up. So your options, put your knees down, or you can even do it in your box position here. This is fine. Try and alternate sides. That's it. So we've got 3 more rounds after this one. We're staying on the floor for all of them, so don't stand up. Well done. Okay, so stay on your mat. We're doing glute bridges. God, that 10 seconds is getting faster. So laying yourself down, weights on your hips if you want to. Lift your hips into the air and then lower down. So feet are hip width apart. Heels nice and close to your bum if you can. You're going to lift and then lower down. So squeeze your bum to lift up and then lower back down. We're doing chest presses next. So have your weights handy if you've got them. So you can either do double arms out here, like that, or if you're doing singles, you're just going to press into the air and then back down to your chest. Tuck your pelvis under and draw your rib cage in. So we're not arching our back, you're bracing your core. So all of this is a core exercise as well. So press and down. Keep breathing. I know that sounds ridiculous when I say it, but so many people hold their breath when they exercise.
Take a 10
Let him count down.
In 4, 3, 2, 1.
Well done. So we've got lots of ab ones to finish up. So we're doing sit-ups first. With your weights if you can. You can either just do crunches or you're doing full sit-ups here. If you're doing the full version, make sure it's nice and slow. And you might not believe me, it's easier with a weight. It helps you come up. Ree's laughing at me. She knows this is true. She didn't believe me. That's it. So once we finish this one, we're doing our dead bugs.
Exercise 2.
So lay yourself down, bring your knees into tabletop position. You're either just doing the legs, or you can take the arms back at the same time. Keep your back glued to the floor, so tuck your pelvis under, draw your rib cage in. Out and in. So we've only got one more pair to do. Oh, I can feel that one. Okay, roll yourself over. So we're doing crossover mountain climbers, so like we did in the warm-up. So plank position, you're going to cross over like this. If you want to make this harder, see if I can do it, you lift your hand to bring your elbow towards your knee. So you're doing it like that. Oh, that burns. So it's either just taking the knee or you're lifting the hand and twisting across. Once we finish this one, we're doing shoulder taps, and then that's it for today.
Exercise 2.
So stay in your plank position, bring your knees down if you need to, and we're just going to tap your shoulders. So nice and slow. Make sure your hands are underneath your shoulders. He's making me nervous that he hasn't said last phase, has he? I feel like we've done all of them. I don't think I've missed anything. So tapping. Check here that you're not arching your back. So tuck your pelvis under and then tapping those shoulders. Nearly there?
4, 3, 2, 1. You have reached the end of your workout.
So it makes me really nervous when he doesn't tell me last phase. So bring yourselves up when you're ready. And then we'll have a little stretch. Was that one quite tough? It felt a bit tough. Okay, so lean on something if you need to. Grab hold of one foot, knees together, and then send your hips forwards till you feel a stretch. It does make you feel good doing it though, doesn't it? And it's only 20 minutes. Okay, release that one off. Take the other side. So again, knees together, send your hips forwards till you feel a stretch. So we're just doing a really short stretch again today, so if you want to do some more afterwards, then please feel free. Okay, release it off when you're ready. Send one heel down into the floor, and then lean into it till you feel a stretch. Bring your arms behind you, so link your fingers, and then squeeze your shoulder blades together. So you should get stretch in that back leg as well as across the front of your chest. And then switch legs, so take the other leg back. So heel into the floor, lean into it, this time bring the arms forwards, and then push away. So you're trying to bring your shoulder blades apart so you get a stretch across the back. Okay, last one, step in, reach up over your head. So reach up nice and tall, lean to one side, back to the center and then the other way. And then tall as you can, really stretch up, drop down, and that's us done for today. So if you're watching on the replay, let me know what you thought of it, and I shall see you for our last session tomorrow.